I've been working on slings. I have a particular need or desire for a particular sling, and no one else may have this need, and I understand if not because I'm a little peculiar. But when I go hunting in Texas, I'm hunting for two things. I'm hunting for deer and I'm hunting for wild hogs. And I will go out before dawn, and before dawn, obviously, I'm hunting for wild pigs. Once the sun comes up, I'm hunting for deer. Now, if some wild pigs come by, fine, but I'm hunting for deer. So I have two rifles, partly because of the two animals I'm hunting and partly because of the day-night situation. So my deer hunting rifle is this 308 AR-10 with the Leopold scope, day hunting. But when I'm hunting for hogs, it's nighttime, and I've got a ATN Thor thermal scope on just a regular AR-15 platform. And if you've ever hunted wild hogs, they travel in groups, and you're very much shooting lots of rounds. Um, it's nighttime usually. It's just very different from shooting expensive 308 ammo one shot at a deer. And the distances are different, just all kinds of things are different. The point is that when I go out pre-dawn, or maybe it's late at night, um, and I'm going to be out for hours, I'll go to one stand, then I may move to another stand. Even if I drive part of the way in a 4x4, I'm going to stop at least half a mile, if not a mile, from the place I'm hunting, and I'm going to walk the rest of the way in. And so I'm carrying very often two rifle platforms. So, and I've probably got a day pack, because like I said, I'm going to be out for a while. It may be really cold, and then it's going to warm up in the daytime. I need room in my pack to put stuff away. There's just going to be some logistical concerns that lead me or have led me to look for a specific sling. So I've kind of given you the gloss over scenario. But when I set out from camp, or if I set out from the 4x4, I've got a half mile to a mile walk. And usually I'm carrying one rifle and the other rifle slung, especially if it's dark. This rifle is slung and this rifle is in my hands. When I have a rifle in my hands, I don't need a sling. A sling, frankly, kind of gets in the way. Um, so what I've looked for is a sling that can, number one, tighten up so tight that it's not in my way if I have it on, or a sling that will come off really easy and go back on really easy so that I can take them off, put them back on. A sling that makes very little sound. And optimum would be a sling that I can actually trade back and forth between both rifle platforms, even though one is much longer than the other. Well, not much longer, but a little longer than the other. Definitely heavier than the other. And so I've been playing around with straps and slings. I've bought a lot of slings, and I've come up with not the final solution, but a solution that I'm really, really excited to try this February when I go hunting. So what you see here is two slings. And these were some cheap $14.99 slings at my local gun store. They were exactly the same. I should have taken a photo of them before I tore them apart because they didn't look like this at all. They had some some material here for, like, I don't know if Molly, you call it Molly or what, but it was, for some reason there was some material there. The connectors were totally different down here. And so what I've done is I've gone through my straps and my different fasteners, and I've created this Frankenstein sling system. So what it consists of, first of all, is attached to each rifle will be the female of a Fastex buckle, and I've attached these in such a way that they are going to be removable. Okay, they're just, I've fastened them with, and you can see all the different colors. I know it's a mixed match of colors, but really it kind of helps and aids me in explaining the system because everything's a different color, and you can it kind of stands out better. But basically what I have is these fast sticks are attached in such a way that I don't think they'll be real noisy. Um, they're very short. They're not going to be dangling and getting in the way. I don't think that they're going to be a problem. Same thing over here. I've got female Fastex attached to the rifle itself, very short, as close to the rifle as I can get, but totally removable. And then I've got these two slings, and I've made them different lengths. This one, the black one, is the original length. This one I've actually cut down. This brown one I've cut down quite a bit. And I'm going to get different short lengths and different long lengths out of each sling. And then to each sling I have attached a male Fastex buckle. And these are buckles that you can get. They actually, let me see if I can find one here. They actually are made for DIYers. And I get most of my stuff, I'm going to give them a little plug here I get most of my stuff from Mil-Spec Monkey. And these are really neat. They're very strong, and once you lash that thing, it's a hell of a thing to get off. But you can put this on just about any strap. And then there's also some that he makes or has. I don't know if he makes them like this. And you've probably seen these. These are the kind, if you're one of my Five Faithful, you've definitely seen them because I use them. But this is the kind the military puts out for their repair buckles. So I've used the Mil-Spec Monkey ones. And what I have now is the ability to put a sling on really tight on each rifle, but I can open it up enough that I can sling with it. And then over here, this one, it gets fairly tight on this rifle, not so tight on this one, but it's so long I have the ability to sling it over like my neck or over a pack or something like that. Gonna play around with it. Before I cut this one down, I want to make sure that I like this one, but I may actually cut this one down too because I don't know that I need that much length. My further plan is to attach to my pack strap, and if I'm not wearing a pack, to my chest rig, some method of grabbing the sling and holding it. And you'll see that when you look at hunting websites and hunting magazines. The hunters talk about having something that grabs your sling and holds it positively so that it doesn't slip off your shoulder. But that's the idea there, is that I'm going to be able to mix and match these slings. I can move them from one rifle to the other. So let's say I go out, and I go out at night, early morning, and I've got this rifle slung over my shoulder using this sling, and this rifle's in my hands. Fairly quiet. I would really love to find some sort of little shroud that went over this, and I haven't found it yet. But fairly quiet. It's in my hands. I don't need a sling. But then when I get to where I'm going and I'm hunting and the sun comes up and maybe I'm moving positions, now I'm looking for a deer instead of hogs, and I will sling this rifle using that sling. I'll transfer the sling over, and this will be on my shoulder and this will be in my hands. And I just think it's going to be a good system. It's going to be one less thing. And the big thing, the main thing, is the sling can be tight. And let me show you what I mean there. So you can see that sling is tight. And if you want to keep your sling on, but you don't want it getting in your way, it's really important to have a tight sling. It's important to me. I don't want to have a floppy sling going in and out of deer stands, which our deer stands are all raised, other gear and stuff like that. And also, this does give you the ability, if you're into that kind of thing, to do the old school where you loosen the chest just a tiny bit and you stick your elbow in there and you get a little bit of a purchase. I'm trying to remember what that's called right now. That's how they taught us in the Marine Corps. But that gives you that ability. But then I can also move this sling over to this rifle very easily. Maybe not one-handed easily, but easily. And I can tighten it up. Now that's not going to be easy. And I can tighten it up. And it's fairly tight. Now, this is not as tight, and I regret that. But what I can do is I can utilize the magazine. And you may have seen that where the magazine, it fits down to here, and you actually tighten it on the magazine. So I could do that if it really bothered me that much. I do usually have a 30 rounder here. This is just a pony mag. And I could move this farther back if I wanted to use the, what do you call those things? Q? I can't remember what they call it, but there's a ring you can put in there. But it really wouldn't move it back a lot. I mean, it did move it back some, and it may be enough. Yeah, I think it might. But those things are a little noisy. I wish they made them plastic. Anyway, still playing with it. Just thought I'd show you that. And if anyone has any recommendations or ideas, if there's a sling out there that does something like this that I don't know about, oh Lord, please let me know, because I'm really interested in fine-tuning my gear for my particular hunting methods. Hey, thanks for watching.